plus eye exam for only $79.
7 News. Stay connected 24/7. Now at 10.
All eyes on Erin, the tropical system far away but strengthening and on the move. School's in session, but this academy's lesson plans have come to a stop. He got hit with tickets for speeding in a school zone, but it was summer. Help Me Howard with Patrick Frazier has the details. One of the largest steel plants in America suddenly erupts. Investigators now trudging through the rubble. Order in the court, activists hoping a judge will close the so-called alligator Alcatraz. And a Miami hotspot getting national attention as it graces your TV screens. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex DeArmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
We are tracking Tropical Storm Erin this morning, a system expected to strengthen into a hurricane.
The growing disturbance still very distant, but certainly one to watch.
Meantime, here's a live view of downtown Fort Lauderdale on this Tuesday morning. It's August 12th. It's looking nice out there after a very busy night last night.
Yeah, certainly. Let's get you a check of area weather meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look for us. Erica, you've had your eye on the tropics this morning.
That's right. We're keeping a close eye on one because this will be our first hurricane of the season. Tropical Storm Erin forming yesterday at 11 o'clock this morning way out on the other side of the Atlantic near the Cape Verde Islands. And by the way, it's produced very heavy rainfall and a deadly flooding across the islands, unfortunately, the last few days. But it is quickly moving away from the islands now, so good news there. How far is it? Well, it's over 1,800 miles away from the northern Leeward Islands, even further away from us. So all this to say is that we have plenty of time to watch the system. It's not looking very impressive today. It hasn't strengthened, and it's battling a lot of dry air, specifically a lot of Saharan dust that continues to come off of the coast of Africa. So luckily, it's been keeping the system in check, still with winds of 45 miles per hour, which is where it was yesterday. So we'll be waiting for that 11 o'clock advisory by the end of this hour. For now, here's the latest as of 5 a.m. It's moving, racing towards the west at 22 miles per hour. And this large area of high pressure to the north of it is what's going to continue to keep it moving towards the west. Steady. Now, as we work our way through the week, once it escapes all of that dry air, we'll begin to see some strengthening. And then nearer to the north and east of the islands, warm waters there, much warmer than where it's at now. So we'll see that hurricane form, possibly even a major hurricane by the upcoming weekend. Now, that high pressure system eventually is going to weaken some throughout the week, and it's going to create an alley, a roadway for this system to eventually turn. Now, the question is, how early does it turn? That's something that we'll have to watch for the days to come. And again, it's all about that high pressure system. For now, the models are in agreement that it's going to continue to come very close to the island, so it will be something to watch. But will it turn closer to the high pressure that it's to the south of, or will it turn a little closer to the islands and, of course, closer to the Atlantic seaboard? We'll take a closer look at that and your local forecast that's coming up in just a few minutes.
Now at 10, we start with this. It's the first day of school for Catholic schools across South Florida.
That's right. 7's Alex Browning has more on how things are shaping up on the first day.
Are you ready for the first day?
It's back to class for Catholic students in South Florida.
First day of school, what are you excited about?
To meet my new friends. Crayons.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Coloring?
Yeah.
Both students and parents at St. Malachy excited.
He's ready to learn and play and, and have fun with his new friend. I know he's going to make new friends this year.
So we're excited. We're excited to try it out and see how it goes.
And another year of growth for Archdiocese schools.
We have been fortunate to have 5 consecutive years of enrollment growth in the Archdiocese, welcoming between 800 and 1,000 new students per year. And I think that growth is
he's trying to run a one-man band out there behind his seat. And leave a comment below. This is a make or break season for he's got to make an impact. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all you beautiful people out there coming into the chat early today. We got a lot to talk about As you already know, I'm going to pull some stuff up on the screen. If you guys are joining us today for the first time, we appreciate you. People that came in here early today, man, you guys are absolutely amazing. It is Tuesday the 12th. Some people are dropping their kids off at school, listening in their cars right now, driving around. Some people are frustrated. Traffic is back in action. We're going to dive into it today. You see the bottom of the screen. We're talking about Section 8. We got a lot to go into. Let me read it down the list right here. I'm live in the booth right now, hanging out with my boy Vaughn in the building right here, hanging out. Just flipping the script on Vaughn, just showing up, you know what I'm saying, letting them know that we're not forgetting that he's sitting there, catching them sleeping over there in the corner. You never know when the camera's popping on. Here we go right now. Let's dive into it today, Vaughn. We got a lot to talk about. Donald Trump to remove or limit Section 8. Now, a lot of people like it. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people upset about it. Some people think it's a good thing because there's some fraudulent stuff going on. We're going to dive into that. We got the stimulus checks. Are they coming in the mail this year? Some people are like, they're 100% coming. Some people are like, I don't really know if they're going to show up. People talking, is it chitter chatter? People in the building right now. I'm going to say all your names in just 1 second. Welcome to the damn show. And I didn't say that this morning, everybody. Welcome, hold up, to the Brandon Mason Show. Can't forget that. Oh, can't forget that. A little round of applause in the background. Can't forget that. Trump sends the National Guard into Washington, D.C. Just saying. A lot of things going on there. Why is he doing that? Some people are like, send him in. Let's fix this city. Some people are like, why is he doing that? That's not fair. He shouldn't be doing that. Why is he using this force? Calling him a dictator, the Democrats would say. Republicans are like, shit, fix the city. This is what's going on there. We'll dive into that. Trump's approval rating. Multiple opinions. With that, we're going to dive into a lot with the approval ratings, what people are saying. And we got Trump expecting to meet with Ukraine and Russia to end the war. And he said, this is a serious conversation. People in the building right now, you wait until you see this. And we got Trump announces, actually, Vaughn brought this to attention. Vaughn, you hear this? I'll put the camera on you for a second. Trump announces he will stand up against the cartel, but the Mexican leader disagreed, said he ain't going to do shit. Right? Is that kind of what happened? I believe that's what happened. Right?
Yeah.
He wants to take it over, but
not that he isn't going to do shit, but I think he's saying like
ain't going to happen.
He didn't sanction that.
He didn't sanction that. Got it. He didn't agree to do it.
Yeah.
Got it. He didn't agree to do it. He didn't agree to stop whatever the hell the case may be.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we got here tariffs on China. They got delayed hours before they're supposed to start. I mean, tariffs are back in action. They're coming into effect. Things are going to start happening. We got live videos and all that right here live in the building this morning. Shout out to the 80 people in the chat right now.
Make some noise!
We got a lot to talk about. The New York Times agrees with Donald Trump saying the success of his plan and action in the second term has been successful. And you can look at the New York Times. This is a Democratic. I mean, listen, you look at the New York Times, you look at all that Washington Post, you go look at all these networks. Some of them are starting to say, you know what? At least he's got a plan of action. He's doing it. He ran on it, and he's doing what he said. Whether they agree with everything he's doing, they're saying he said he was going to do that. The world, America voted for him. He's doing it. Plan of action in the second term has been successful for what he was saying. New York Times said that. That's a very interesting point. I'm just saying right now, just calling like it is. Shooter kills 3 people in a Target parking lot. Austin, Texas, just starts pulling weapons out, which is a little wild. Last 2 things. A grieving mother reaches out to Trump over her loss of her son in Washington, D.C., which is why they're trying to send the freaking armed forces in there and send in National Guard. Like, this was happening. And last thing, AI and cell phones continue to pour into classrooms, and that's just a conversation we'll have later. I mean, whether it's a good thing or not, AI technology, you can love it. Some people say it's amazing. Again, a lot of controversial topics here, love and hate stuff. We're going to dive in that this morning, but let's get right to it. So, Vaughn, let's talk about, hold on a second, removing Section 8. Now, what I'm going to get into, and I got a clip I'm going to show you. This is my clip that I posted on social media, and I will tell you this, the clip went viral, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, and people commenting, I don't know how many thousands of views, how many thousands of comments, and people back and forth. And I kind of gave it what I thought. I mean, let's take a look at this. 100 people in the chat. Shout out to you. If you're stressed out, sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day.
Just saying, you got to do what you got to do. Shout out to the people in the chat. Everyday media, how the hell are you feeling? Welcome to the show.
Were they giving you backlash, or they were agreeing with you?
You was going back and forth. He was going, hey, we love what you're saying. Get rid of Section 8. Then it was, hey, hold on a second. What about these people? And there was some questions in the chat too. Like, who actually do we take it from or give it to? I think that, it goes back and forth here. With this clip you're probably going to see is like, Was I saying the right things or the wrong things? We're going to take a look at that clip right now. Before I do that, Donald J. Plump in the building. Tracy, Christina, Big Bill, Twerk to Spec, Candy, our freaking moderators. Hold on. Tracy, Candy, Pitbull, Mama, Christina. You got to love our moderators, V. They come in here and they take a look at it. And I'm going to get to this with a Bandito in the building, RP. Let me show this video. Crow in the building. Let me show some of these clips right here, and then we'll get back. I'm going to shout out people in the chat. If you're watching live in the building, put Trump if you love Trump. Put impeach if you're upset about it in the chat. Let's take a look. Yeah, but Trump is ready to crack down and cut back on Section 8. And I'm here to tell you right now, here's the harsh reality. He wants to give you 2 years to get your ass on your feet. 2 years to get your motor going and get things going. I got to tell you, I think this is a good opportunity. 2 years should be enough time, substantial amount of time, to get your ass in line. Get out there and get yourself a job. If you're an able working man in the right age group, right? If you're out there 67 years old, you're tired of working, I kind of get that. But if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and you're out there sitting on the couch and you're not working, you're playing video games all day long, you're surfing the web, you're looking at social media, sitting at the house, not doing anything, you're one of those people that are adding to the problem. Families have learned the trick and learned the trade. They get out there, they teach their kids how to do it. They stay on Section 8 for a long time. Look, if you want to not work for a weekend, you want to go on vacation, that's great. But to make it a lifestyle on Section 8, that's a problem. And it's unfortunate. There's people out there that need it. There's disabled people. There's single parents out there. I like to say single mothers, but there's single fathers out there too that are struggling. And I understand it, and they need the help. But if you're an able working man or woman out there, I like to just say men, but let's say both right now so people don't get upset. Men and women able to work in the right age group, you got to get your ass out there and work. You think I want to go to work every day? Guess what? I don't. But I got 4 kids and a wife. I got people to look out for. I got priorities, and I got to do what I got to do. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. The first day you're going to wake up, it's going to be on the grind. Let me tell you something. You got to get your butt in gear. You got to circle yourself around people that are going to help you. Get the right group of friends. There's so many fraudsters out there pretending to be disabled. So many people out there on Section 8 that should not be, right? And that hurts all those people that really need it. Obama had people on this assistance, then he extended it. It went from 1 month to 3 months to 6 months to a year to 2 years, and it got worse and worse and worse. And Trump said right now, look, you got 2 years. You're on Section 8, you got 2 years. After that, your ass is done. Get your ass up and find yourself an opportunity. And if you're one of those people out there that goes, look, I got a lot of kids, it's hard to take care of them. I understand you. I got 4 of them, and it's not easy. But it's your decision to have kids, right? It's your decision, no one else's. Got to get out there and you got to take care of business. Because Trump is, look, I got 4 kids, right? I saw the message in the chat right there. You see the message in the chat?
Yeah.
Said, damn, 4 kids? Maybe you should play some more video games. I feel you, man. I'm not going to lie.
He said you need something else to do.
I need something else to do. Netflix is down. Look, people in the chat right now watching live, we greatly appreciate you. Let me tell you that right now. Shout out to the people in the building. We're having conversation, 150 people in the chat. Look, I got to tell you the reality, man. I'm not sitting on here saying that people don't need Section 8.
Yeah.
I didn't for once at all in that clip say nobody should get it. Because on my message, it was like, oh, well, how are you going to take it from people that need it? I didn't say that.
No, you're saying if they're willing and able, they should be able to do something instead of just collecting benefits from the.
But not even willing and able, just healthy and able. You know, like, whether you are willing or not, whether you are like, hey, I'm willing to do shit. It's like whether you it's like, look, if you are healthy, when I say healthy, I'm not saying you got a cold and you can't work. I'm saying if you're healthy, you can walk, you got arms and legs, and you can maneuver around, and you got the opportunity to get up and work, and you can attest the fact that, look, you came into this world, you didn't ask to come to the world, but you're here. You got kids relying on you, got family, you got neighbors, you're a citizen, you're getting a lot of things, especially if you got kids in school. Got to figure out a way to do it. People are on Section 8. And I'm not saying that there aren't people that need it. There's people that need it. People put themselves at risk because they have a lot of kids, and it's hard. I got 4. It's hard. Von's 1 of 9. Holy shit. Von.
Yeah.
You're 1 of 9.
Yeah.
It's just not easy. I can tell you right now, Von running around. What number were you? You were what?
Number 5.
You were 5.
Yeah.
Von was the 5th kid, and his mom had 9. He was number 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Shit was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it was rough.
It was rough. I was only one. The shit was rough.
Yeah.
So 9 is like, hey, you know what? Got a lot of cousins, a lot of friends, a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters. It's amazing. Shit's hard. You don't have all the shit that some of your neighbors got or in certain areas.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not about having Section 8. It's about when you just get up and you go, I'm going to find a way to pass down the ability to where my family or whatever can just get into the system. And that's all I'm saying. You might need a little encouragement at times. Like, you hit a rough spot. There's unemployment. You hit a rough patch. Oh shit, I judged this wrong. Section 8 can kick in, help you with food, or help you with like housing, help you with a lot of different things, which is absolutely wonderful, by the way. It's just a matter of when you find a way to just live on it, and how when my kids are born, I'm going to teach them the system. I'm going to teach my family the system, teach my cousins the system. If you guys are in the chat right now and you agree with me, put yes in the chat right now. If you agree with what I'm saying, put a Y in the chat right now, put yes. If you don't, put no. And again, I'm not sitting here saying that nobody should. I got family on Section 8. I got friends I know that figured out a way where they got on Section 8 and how they did it. I tell you what, I told the story before. I didn't have a job for like a month. And I played football first. And then I got a job, and I was in Pennsylvania, Exeter, Pennsylvania, and I was working for this automotive school, and I was selling education. I was putting these kids in school. I knew a lot about sales. I knew a lot about going to school, college, punctual, organization, all that. I didn't know a lot about cars. I just know it's a great school, and if you're going to go to automotive school, go there.
Yeah.
Right? And I showed them packets and shit, and I learned on the way. I'm like, this is a good school. One of the best, Universal Tech, one of the best there is for that thing. You ever hear Universal Tech?
No. It's
UTI. You go in the automotive school. You know, the kids in your class in the school go in automotive class every day.
Yeah.
And
all we had was like a small gas engine, though. We didn't have like a whole garage where they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Small gas engine. Got it. I didn't do that shit either. I wish I did. Those kids, they go to school, Universal Tech, a year and a half to graduate. They got jobs, 100,000 a year, 80,000 a year, working for Ford, Toyota, Mercedes, Lexus, and they're doing great. A lot of those kids that I helped put in that school graduated and messed me on social media later. Like 10 years later, like, hey, thanks. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I even did. I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't forget about the school, but I forgot like all these people's names. I don't know everybody's name.
Yeah.
But I had to go to their house and sit there. I'm like, holy shit, I'm in their house. Kids going to school. I'm like 24 years old. Imagine that. I'm 24, 23. I'm sitting down with the mom and the dad and the kid. And I've been in positions where I swear to God, watching this live right now. If you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. If you're not, put impeach, put USA. Let me see if you're a Trump supporter right now in the building. What I'm saying is this. I've been into these houses, V, right? Where the family had a lot of money, and I'd say, all you got to do today is pay $75 and the enrollment starts, and then you do your deposits. You could pay monthly, you could pay quarterly, you could pay upfront, whatever you want. And they were like, we got to think about it. Okay, they wanted to go, but they had to think about the money. I've been to poor homes, and I swear to God, I was in Pennsylvania. I was up near Scranton, PA, and I sat in a house on a couch with, I swear to God, and the couch was on the floor. And it was me in this like little living room section. And it was me, the grandmother, the mom, like they all lived in this house. And I told her how you apply for financial aid. I judged a book by its cover going, I started off with financial aid. I think this is a good time to talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, financial aid is given to people that have money. And then when you don't have money, it's like, you got to go on financial aid. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
She says, I don't want financial aid, V. She doesn't want financial aid. I said, well, somebody's got to get it in here. She brings out a bowl. I'm not lying to you. A bowl full of money and go, this is what I'm going to pay for my kid to go to school.
Yeah, she didn't want to get caught up in the trap of financial aid.
But the thing is, I don't judge people. Like when I see someone walk in and looking all sloppy and shit, drunk, homeless, I do that. Everybody does that. But I don't judge a book by its cover when I go, this person, you know, is a bad person or a good person. I could tell when I trust somebody more, the levels of trust. But when you judge a book by its cover, some people need Section 8. Some people don't. Some people live on it. That's all I'm saying. So Trump wants to
Some people just found the loophole like other people found different types of loopholes. They found the Section 8 loophole. They want to.
The loopholes are out there.
Yeah.
And they're more, it's easier for someone who doesn't have.
If you get caught with it, all you have to do, all they do is remove you from Section 8. So there's no penalty on it or nothing. So why not? Some people are like, why not use it?
Why not go for it?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where I thought about that. When I left that job, my point of that story was I left that job and because I wanted to build something. I'm working for somebody and it was great. I was making money and whatever. But I wasn't truly happy with I want to build my own companies I have now and build on them. And I went for it. I was lucky. Luck is like when opportunity meets preparation. Some people say you weren't lucky, whatever. But I had a lot of, friends, family support and all that. But some people don't have that. They jump on this. They're like, I'm making more money on Section 8. If you go get a job at Wawa gas station, back hometown, you work at the mall, which was closed down. You work at, we're going to go get a first job at. Nowadays, you graduate $100,000 in debt. You can't get a job anyway. Yeah. So you're immediately like, I can't afford these bills, and your credit goes bad. Section 8. Yeah. Like you're what the
There's different situations. Sometimes it's a girl might meet a dude, and he has a good job. And her rent is like $8, maybe not $8, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like $27
in the project.
And he's making $80,000 a year. So,
and he's chilling.
Yeah, so it's like he's bringing home some money, and they're
a lot of nice cars in the projects.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, a lot of nice cars, a lot of shitty cars.
Yeah.
But a lot of nice cars. I pulled into projects before. I saw a couple of Mercedes-Benz. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have that. I didn't live in that. Actually, as a baby, I was born in Pennsylvania. And my mom said, moved into the projects. I remember this. Moved in there. And I think I was there for like a year, not even a year. Moved out of there. My mom worked her ass off. 2 jobs, had to help end tremendously. My mom's a great person. She jumps on the show, whether she loves Trump or not, jumps on the show and talk about it. But what she sometimes takes a look in the chat here and there. What I'm saying is this, though. If you're watching live in the building right now, smack that like button. Hold up. I didn't get a chance to tell you this right now. If you're watching live right now and you're in the building, over 200 people in the chat right now, I will give someone right now $100. If we get 100 likes in the next minute, I'll give a lucky person $100 right now. Hurry up. Hit that like button right now. If you're watching on your phone, don't freaking miss a show either, by the way. Every day live, 10 o'clock in the morning. We're talking about some shit on here. I want to show a couple clips here, but when you get to Section 8, right, and we're going to get to today, D.C., we got a lot to talk about today. When you get to Section 8, your heart is like, man, that person really needs that Section 8. And they really, but then their daughter lives on it. Their son lives on it. 10 years later, the whole family's on it. And then are they working? Maybe. Working and getting Section 8. And now Trump wants to make it to where if you work, you'll get Section 8. Something like that. Like to where you start working, okay, now your Section 8 kicks in. But if you're not trying to get jobs, not applying nothing, you're not getting shit.
I can agree with that because the rent is high too. So it's like you need some type of relief. So I agree with that.
You guys agree with that in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the building,
because the wages aren't matching with the rent.
Right, wages are low.
Yeah, wages are low, and the rent is high.
But if nobody goes to work, then people will pay more. Listen, we got a company here. We have another company. Shout out to the 300 people in the chat, 400 people in the chat right now. Smoke weed every day. Do what you got to do. But hold up. I have people. We have a shipping biz down here. Refrigerated containers, the ports, the ships, everything. We own a business here. And that business thrives on great employees. When those people are like, we're not showing up, you ain't paying me enough, I start looking for more people.
Yeah.
When I can't find more people, I call those people back. Hey, shit, rates up, apparently.
Yeah.
Right?
But then you have to raise your prices because you got to make up for the wages. And then, it always trickles down.
Oh, yeah. So now let's talk about that. So now people are like, you got to pay me more. I'm like, shit, okay. If I can afford it, when you got 1 employee, pay him more. When you got 50 employees, paying everybody more, you get to the break room, people walk around salty. I heard, and I'm going to use a Spanish name because I'm not trying to throw any shade at him. I'm just saying we're in Miami.
Yeah, we're in Miami.
I throw Jose. Let's use Jose. Right? Name people know. I throw Jose an extra, $5 an hour. Hold up. I got Raul coming in like, whoa, what's going on with me? Am I not doing that good? I'm like, no, you're doing great. But I had fallen out with him because he was quitting.
Yeah.
I'm using Spanish names not to throw shade. People in the chat, don't start that shit because I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is we got to get more employees here that want to work, and the going rate goes up. Home Depot was like, hey, $100, I'll come paint your house. Come over, not the whole house, but for the day, you get a day labor Home Depot, $100. Now, now Home Depot is not available. At this point, we'll talk about that. Yeah, Home Depot. Home Depot's not available right now. But I will say when it was available, right, Home Depot went up, price went up Home Depot. I showed up and said, hey, I thought I was being nice. I'm like, bro, look, give you $150. 150. People don't know in the chat right now. Okay, just so you guys know, entiendo todo. I can speak Spanish on the show too. A lot of people say, holy shit, this guy can speak Spanish. Entiendo todo. Problema con hablar. Talking in Spanish is harder for me, but understand everything. Todo. The issue is, okay, I'm down here in Miami, and I want to go get someone, hey, come help paint my house or work on my fence like we did that one day. Remember I got that one guy?
Yeah.
If I was there, you saw the guy.
Yeah. We grabbed him a couple times.
Yeah, I said, hey.
Now he's missing.
Now he's gone.
Yeah.
ICE is out there.
Yeah.
And now
we might got to check Alligator Alcatraz.
My man.
We got to get him back.
My man was sitting like this. And then the thing about it was he was all dressed up.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this guy's making money. He's all dressed up, fitted clothes. He's got fitted clothes. We're going to go do a fence. This guy's got fitted pants on and a nice shirt collar. And the minute
he had like a Gucci satchel or something, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that shit. Yeah, this guy had like a fanny pack. He had like a little bag. Was it a satchel? Did you call it a satchel?
Yeah.
It sounded right when you said it. I don't know if it's a satchel, but we call it a satchel for the show today.
I'm gonna call it a satchel for manly purposes. So he don't.
It was a purse, but it was a throwover bag.
Yeah.
Let's call it a satchel because that's what we're going with right now. So Yvonne claimed the guy had a satchel. He was sitting there all dressed up, and I said, "Brother's making a lot of money at Home Depot." I'm saying to be looking like that. When they're looking rough at Home Depot, $120. They're going bananas at your house. I said, hey, to him, before him, I had a guy say, hey, look, I said, I'm not gonna throw him 100, I'm throwing him 150. He's gonna be like, let's do it. I go, I got you $150, let's roll. 150. Guy says, no, sir, no, señor. That's how he sounds. I'm not making fun of people. I want to say what he said. No, señor, necesito 200, 200, bro, 150, no problema, es mucho dinero. Ahora, you have no job, no trabajo, you're nothing. Necesito, I said, mucho trabajo en mi casa, necesito, ahora, let's go in the car, let's go, manejando, mi casa. Guy says, no, 200. I said, prices went up right here. So I went to the next guy. Guy said, 250. He went 250. I said, I'm back. My homeboy really took him. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, people in the chat, you know what I'm saying in the building, right? You guys know how I'm feeling right now. Chat. King Me in the building. Welcome to the show. How the hell are you feeling in the building? We are live in the chat right now talking shit. Me and Vaughn in the building right now having a conversation. Section 8. Do you think Trump should limit Section 8? There's a lot of fraud in the chat right now. First off, put what state you're based in. If you're in the building right now watching live, put your state you are based in right now. Don't mess around. Don't sit here and bullshit and look at the damn screen. In the chat right now, put your damn state right now. Crystal, Brenda, Big Bill, Candy, Tracy, Pibble Mama, Bandito in the building. How are you feeling right now? Christina, PW in the chat right now. Put your freaking states in the chat. Let me see them right now. Lisa, here we go. Now people coming in. Strange days. Look, people in the chat, put your states right now. Mike Hernandez, Dan, look, people come in the building right now, Section 8 people. There's people in the chat right now, a lot of them, there's people in here right now collecting Section 8.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It was a good run. Like, it has to come.
Because of the run.
No, for real. People had it. It has to come to a, it doesn't have to come to an end, but like you said, like, they need to put stipulations on it and start cracking down a little bit so the right people can get it and, you know, we can move forward. But they even, for like food stamps and stuff, like, no more junk food on food stamps and stuff like that, because most of the people that are getting food stamps are on like government health care too. So it's like that goes hand in hand. It's raising like
making us pay more.
It's just raising problems. Yeah.
Problems is, listen, Section 8, my damn glasses getting steamed up. You know, when I talk about this shit, because you know it's reality. People come on the show and like, hey, we talking about today, you know, Jalen Hurts had a good game. Person had a good game.
Look at what Swim Lock said. I can't really see it.
Fix my damn glasses first. Holy shit. Yeah. Hold up. Am I looking crazy in the damn building or not? I want to wear no glasses. I'm not going to lie. I thought it looked a little sharp, a little handsome with the glasses. Starting to think I look retarded. And hold up. I didn't say retarded. That's out. My mom told me can't say that word. Cannot say that word anymore. She said that word's taken out of whatever the hell she said. Like the dictionary, apparently. She said, it's gone. I said the word's still there.
Yeah.
Using the word frequently. Yeah. I'm not meaning any kind of way.
Yeah. If you're not calling somebody with a disability
no.
that, then it's all good. If you call somebody retarded because they did something stupid,
we're not doing
that still counts.
We're not doing that.
That counts in my book.
If they are.
No, if they have a disability, then
we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing the retarded disability conversation.
Yeah.
But we're doing the hey, you acting stupid conversation.
Yeah.
You're retarded.
Yeah.
Okay. We're on that. Everybody's on the same page with that, right? People in the building right now talking shit. Don't come in here with your panties in a bunch, because I'll tell you right now, it's hard to say shit perfect on live stream.
Yeah.
You know, people in the chat saying a lot of shit right now. How you feeling right now in the building right now? Are you a Trump supporter in the chat right now? Let me do that. Trump.
Read Swimlock's comment.
Who?
Swimlock.
Swimlock? Let me see. Where's Swimlock at? I don't see the message.
Let me see. My sister been on Section 8 for 25 years. She has a BBL, always buys new clothes, and she just bought a new BMW truck.
What?
She has never had a job.
Hold up. Swimlock is coming in the building, letting it fly. Oh, here we go. Let me pin that message to the top, B. Let me pin it to the top. In the building right now, look at this message. Swimlock said, my sister been on Section 8 for 25 years. She has a BBL, always buys new clothes, and she just bought a new BMW truck. She's never had a job. Let that sink in. That's what we're getting at right now.
He said, mind you, the rest of my siblings, including myself, are college graduates with careers.
600 people in the chat, mother. Make some noise! If you're in the building right now watching live, put 600 in the chat. And by the way, you want to make some money right now on our show? If you're watching live right now, smack the like button. If we get to 200 likes, everybody listen to this. If you're on your phone right now, if we get to 200 likes in the next minute, it's easy to do. I'll give lucky one of you $200 right now. Double tap your screens, people. It's fucking easy. You're joining the show right now. Make some money with us right now. Double tap your screens right now. If we get to 200 likes in the next minute, I'll give a lucky person $200. I want to give you guys money. You guys supporting our show. I'm supporting you. Vaughn, right? You agree with me?
Yeah.
Supporting them. Shit. Yeah. Supporting us, supporting you. That's how we do it in the building right now. Holy shit. People coming in the building right now. Smack the like button. They're at 80 now. They jumped up 40 likes in seconds. See how easy they can make money? All you got to do, people watching the show, double tap your screen, make some money. Now, here, and this conversation is good because we all come from different backgrounds. I come from a background where I think a lot of people in my family could potentially be on Section 8, born into Section 8, and a lot of them worked their ass off and still couldn't afford shit. And sometimes there's a race, being biracial, I see white, black, Hispanic. I see a lot going on. Some black people couldn't get certain jobs they wanted. And some people could say it's racist. Some people could say not. But I'm just saying, I get why people could be on Section 8 and why they're not on Section 8. But the question I got before we move on to the next topic is, why are they allowing people to just beat the system, right, for all these years? Trump steps in office and goes, we're not letting them beat the system anymore. That's bullshit. If we're going to do that, we're going to limit it. You got 2 years. You got to get on your feet. 2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Now, with 4 kids, I got 4 kids, Section 8, trying to figure it out, getting babysitters, finding that job, getting interviews, getting that, it's going to come quick. A lot of people say it's too much time, right? Before we move on to the next topic right now, which we got a lot of shit to talk about right now, before we get to the next topic, we're going to watch this clip one more time because this video went viral. It's a minute. Take a look at it real quick. Trump cracks down on Section 8. See what you think. It went all over social media. People were like, well, Brandon should have done that. Whatever. We're going to show the clip one more time because it's fast. If you're watching live, stay right there. Watch this clip. Be right back to it. If you didn't see it, I'm showing it right now one more time. Yeah, but Trump is ready to crack down and cut back on Section 8. And I'm here to tell you right now, here's the harsh reality. He wants to give you 2 years to get your ass on your feet. 2 years to get your motor going and get things going. I got to tell you, I think this is a good opportunity. 2 years should be enough time, substantial amount of time, to get your ass in line. Get out there and get yourself a job. If you're an able working man in the right age group, right? If you're out there 67 years old, you're tired of working, I kind of get that. But if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and you're out there sitting on the couch and you're not working, you're playing video games all day long, you're surfing the web, you're looking at social media, sitting at the house, not doing anything, you're one of those people that are adding to the problem. Families have learned the trick and learned the trade. They get out there, they teach their kids how to do it. They stay on Section 8 for a long time. Look, if you want to not work for a weekend, you want to go on vacation, that's great. But to make it a lifestyle on Section 8, that's a problem. And it's unfortunate. There's people out there that need it. There's disabled people. There's single parents out there. I like to say single mothers, but there's single fathers out there too that are struggling. And I understand it, and they need the help. But if you're an able working man or woman out there, I like to just say men, but let's say both right now so people don't get upset. Men and women able to work in the right age group, you got to get your ass out there and work. You think I want to go to work every day? Guess what? I don't. But I got 4 kids and a wife. I got people to look out for. I got priorities, and I got to do what I got to do. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy the first day you're going to wake up. It's going to be on the grind. Let me tell you something. You got to get your butt in gear. You got to circle yourself around people that are going to help you. Get the right group of friends. There's so many fraudsters out there pretending to be disabled. So many people out there on Section 8 that should not be, right? And that hurts all those people that really need it. Obama had people on this assistance, then he extended it. It went from 1 month to 3 months to 6 months to a year to 2 years, and it got worse and worse and worse. And Trump said right now, look, you got 2 years. You're on Section 8, you got 2 years. After that, your ass is done. Get your ass up and find yourself an opportunity. And if you're one of those people out there that goes, look, I got a lot of kids, it's hard to take care of them. I understand you. I got 4 of them, and it's not easy. But it's your decision to have kids, right? It's your decision, no one else's. Got to get out there and you got to take care of business. Because Trump is cracking down on Section 8. Hey, look, that was pretty damn straightforward. A lot of people came into my damn social media, were like hating on the shit, and some people loved it. And so, again, you got this shit going back and forth. I'm trying to pin as many messages as I can in the building right now. Here's a chance to make some money right now. People watching live in the building. We got 140 likes in the chat right now. If you're watching live, here's a chance right now to make some money. Ready? Here we go. If we get to 200 likes in the next minute, I'll give a lucky person $50. Easy. Over 700 people in the chat. Double tap your screen right now. All we need is 50 people. Bang. 200 likes, lucky person makes $50 in the chat, or I can give some memberships, which I think I'm going to start doing. We need to get some more members in the building. Mason Mobsters in the chat. How about that? We get to 200 likes right now. Next minute, I'll gift out 5 memberships in the chat right now. If we get 200 likes in the next minute, everybody watching, double tap your screens. We're going to move on to the topic right now. That's kind of important. People in the building right now. We have to move on to the next piece of conversation. So let me slide that over right now. The stimulus check. People want to know about this, V. They want a stimulus check. People, and I said this, I said, look, tariffs are starting. Trump this morning delayed the tariffs on China for whatever reason. Slowed it down. They want stimulus checks. People want stimulus checks, right? And all I'm saying is this. It's well-deserved for people that are out there struggling, working their ass off, or their company got shut down. We got people that own businesses that got let go, right? Or sorry, that working got let go, and people that own businesses got shut down, couldn't work during COVID. How about that walking through the city, Atlanta? You were in Atlanta. You saw what happened. Business was closed down.
Yeah.
Business in Miami closed down. Business in New York closed down. What do you do as an owner of a business when your shit's closed down? Can't work.
No.
Shit's broke.
Yeah. Go bankrupt.
Bondo's over there. He's like, shit, broke ain't the way to do it. You know
no, not at all.
Broke. Shout Andrew in the building. Send 100 for 2 jewels. We appreciate you in the building right now. We got the notes in the chat. The stimulus check.
They're saying like $600 but is that enough? But well, it's $600 per person in the household. So if you have like 4 people in the house, you get like $2,400. But I mean, is that enough? You said what are they spending it on?
Yeah, what they getting?
I mean, you know what people were getting during the other.
If they
were getting seafood boils and all of that stuff, but they're supposed to be doing it for their bills and get food and stuff like that. Like
if they're behind on their bills,
here's
the money, help you out a little bit. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, $2,500 ain't really gonna do a lot. I mean, I'm just being honest.
It'll do something.
If your bills are $100 a month, which you know in the project, some people are $100 a month, $50 a month. Still a lot for them. They're living all year on that more. I mean, literally, that doesn't pay my health care. That's the problem I got.
Yeah.
People come to the job. I work my ass off. I got $4,000 a month health care bill. I tell people like, yeah, right. I got to do. I think it's over. Actually, I think it's $4,200. I'm actually thinking I'm saying it under. So I'm going to put that bill on the screen and show, look, I'm in the same boat. Shit's hard. Working my ass. $4,200 a month for health care? Not even going to the doctors, knock on wood. Just saying, I might as well just go check in. What's going on? At least give me a coffee, something. Yeah. Because shit, it's expensive. People in the chat are like, where's my stimulus check? And hold on. Let me tell you what we had a troll in the chat. Let me tell you what Plum said. Plum said, yes, Brandon Mason has 4 kids and he shows TikTok videos for a living. The struggle is real. You gotta love my boy. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta love when I see my messages from my boy Donald J. Plum. Because he comes in sideways. And you know what? It is what it is. But what I want to say is this. People that are watching live right now in the building, we keep going up. A lot of people come down. Listen, we're only 17 likes away. As soon as we hit 200 likes on the chat, I'm going to give 5 memberships. If you're watching live on your screen right there on your mobile device, double tap your screen right now. We were just talking about Section 8, and there was about 1,000 people in the chat because Section 8, people want to know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
They need that money, and they don't want that money to go away.
Yeah. Who wants to lose their benefits? Come on.
They do not want that money to go away. Why we're hand in hand on the stimulus check and you know what I'm saying, back and forth. By the way, shout out to Roger in the building right now. Just gifted 5 memberships to the freaking Mason mob right now. He just gifted 5. Nathan, Jeff Lee, okay,
Nathan got a membership?
Nathan membership, Jeff Lee membership, Jay Book, Ozzy Crosby, Spinderella. You gotta love Roger. Thank you. In the chat right now. Make some noise! Everybody in the chat right now. Put Roger. Roger that. You know what I'm saying? Roger that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, love, we appreciate you in the freaking building. K King, big time. People in the chat. There you go, Jeff Lee. I see you out there with the money symbol. People coming into the chat. But the stimulus check is something to give back, and it's never, it's appreciated, but everyone's like, right? Like, here's your 500.
Right? Because this is what people are figuring. Because the stimulus check is really coming from the tariffs. Like the money we're getting from the tariffs. So it's really just going back to the government because they're assuming everything's going to go up because the tariffs. So basically, we're just putting that right back into the government. But we're going to do that anyway. But I just mean but everything's going to go up.
But the comparison.
Alcohol, gas, plenty of stuff, a lot of stuff.
When you compare the stimulus check, okay, to Section 8, I'm telling you right now, it's like we're going to get rid of Section 8 and throw some stimulus checks. People are like, they want their Section 8, right?
Of course.
They do not want to lose that.
You want a one-time payment of $600 or you want Section 8?
Gosh, I had to pull it back up on the screen right now in the building. In the chat right now, should Donald Trump limit Section 8? Yes or no? Do you think people are taking advantage of the system? Should Donald Trump limit Section 8 in the chat, yes or no? And, we're talking about the stimulus check because all the money's coming through the tariffs. And he said, look, starting on the 1st, stimulus checks are going to start. Now, when he said that, obviously, everyone understands what the stimulus check is like. When the tariffs start coming in on the 1st of the month, it was money's going to start flowing into the people's pockets, right? And we all know it wasn't like that day was going in your bank account.
Yeah.
But a lot of people took it that way.
Yeah.
And so when I said that, Donald J. Plump came in today and he said, where's money in the account? Okay. We already know. What the message was, hey, and we were having fun with it, but the message was the tariffs start, money's flowing into the pockets of the American people, and he's planning on bringing money, whether it's a stimulus check or working on something, eliminating some taxes, whatever he's doing. If you go out and you employ more than XYZ people, you get a break on that. Like, these are things. If you offer health care at your company, you get a break on this. Like, these would be good things. If I was president, I'd say, look, if you offer health care at your company, we're going to offer you this. Why? Because that health care is expensive. You offer these people this kind of shit. They get health care. They're happy. The business is happy. People want to work there. Wages are up a little bit. And then it's worth the people coming together and helping collectively. I would do stuff like that. But at the end of the day, getting out there and going, hey, removing Section 8. Some people love the shit. Some people are like, I don't give a damn about that. But hold on a second. We got a lot of videos, V. So let's move on to another piece of the pie that we got to talk about. Because stimulus check, we know that's in conversation. We'll see what happens. Now, Donald Trump with the Washington, D.C. takeover. Okay? Now, what is going on with that? We're going to get to that right now because I got a lot of videos that we just got to pull up on the damn screen. The Washington, D.C. takeover is happening right now. He's mad about it. He sent people out there. He sent the National Guard out there. These people in Washington, D.C. are mad that he sent the National Guard because they're saying that's too much force of power. It's like a dictator. What I'm saying is, I don't know if it's a dictator. I think it's like there's problems out there. We're trying to fix it. Your governor's not fixing it. Your state police aren't. It's not being fixed. So he's not sending them out. I'm not going to hate on anybody, but in my home where I live right now, it's a nice little suburban community of Miami, and we don't have the National Guard being sent there because there's no reason to do that. No. They got the National Guard being sent there for a reason.
Yeah. Washington, D.C. been like a very violent city since probably like the 80s or something like that.
But why are people in the chat right now? Do you guys agree that Trump should send in the force to fix the actual city? Because he's
not only the city, the nation's capital.
That's the other conversation here. So he's doing that. He's doing that. And these people are like, I got a bunch of videos here I'm about to show you right now. Why would he do that when XYZ? And instead of doing that, get us some houses. So let's take a look at that right now. Look what they're saying. They're getting the homeless people off the street. They're fixing that, and they're trying to stop the violence.
Where are they putting the homeless people though?
I don't know, but this person got. I'm gonna show it twice. You're gonna see this video. This video is not playing around.
She looks like she's about to snap.
She's gonna snap. So you can take a look what she got to say.
Give us a home. How about that? How about just giving people that need a home inside? Then we'd be inside. You just want to just throw us to the rats. Give us a home. How about that? How about just giving people that need a home inside? Then we'd be inside. You just want to just throw us to the rats.
I mean,
give us a home.
I kind of agree, but I don't kind of agree. Like, they can't give you a home, but they could give them some shelter. They can give some shelter. They definitely should give some shelter.
Yeah,
but giving a home, y'all not responsible enough for a home. You obviously showed that already.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody. I can't say all the homeless people are like that, but
you don't know how they started.
Most of them, you already showed that you're not responsible enough for a home yet. So don't say, give me a home.
The takeover of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, the city, the violence, okay? People are calling the office saying, look, send them here. And some people are saying everything's good over here. It's not everything's good over here. That's the thing. Every city has problems. Let's start with that. But let's take a look at this clip here.
It's absurd. I mean, D.C. is a city, and there's the issues that any city has. But it's absurd. And, you know, if his mouth is moving, he's lying, one of those things. So, I mean, it's all distractions.
Every city that he named, Chicago, Oakland, Baltimore, all of them are black cities. So it just feels not only like a target on DC's back, but also mine as a black man in DC. It's just, it doesn't feel like home anymore. If you don't live in DC, you would think that, damn, DC is like he said, giving Baghdad or something, but it's not. It's not at all. Like, yes, we have issues like any other inner city, but those issues are coming because the tops are white people, and they don't see us. They see, we want to make DC suitable for us, not for everyone.
I'm really scared for my neighbors. Actions like Trump's and words like Trump's are indicative of like an overwhelming fear of people who are different from you. And I think that like with that fear of people being different from you is usually you not putting a lot of effort into getting to know the people around you and getting to know your neighbors. And I think that's evidenced by the fact that it's so easy to say, oh, call in the National Guard or call in all of these agencies to police a neighborhood of people who have just as much of a right to be here as anyone else. And that fear is a disconnect between someone who's living there and people who are living like right down the street from you.
I think you can see that the mayor has established as well these new juvenile curfew enforcement zones, and they're primarily in black and brown neighborhoods, right? And so both from the mayor's standpoint and the Trump's standpoint, this is about race. I've lived here a long time. I feel safe, right? Like, this is a safe city.
It's taking federal control of the police, and that's just not okay. I feel like these are the sorts of things that you start to see in dictatorships and in really, in regimes that want to consolidate power. This is the nation's capital, and we have home rule for a reason. We should be a state, but we're not. So, like, get the out of here.
So here's what I got to say. The same people, and again, I wouldn't want National Guard walking down my streets. Feels uncomfortable. But if I got the violence and the killings and the shootings and the problems and the shit in my city, there's problems in your city. You can't be like, oh, yeah, 2 dead, 3 dead, 1 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead, 7 dead, 8 dead. Like, oh, we're good over here. We're not good over here.
Yeah.
We got to send in some people.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, even if the police wanted to do something, they had the whole defund the police thing. Something happened, someone robbed your house, you call on the police. The same people that are like, defund the police are the same people calling the police when there's a problem. I mean, I'm not knocking them, but someone comes in your house, you're going to always do that. It's just part of it, right? And all I'm saying is this. I don't know if Trump's wrong for sending them. Those people should feel, I'm not saying whether or not you feel like it's kind of awkward or not, but they should be thinking in their mind like, wait a second, he's not sending them to kick me out of my house. He's not sending them to take my kids away. He's not sending them to do something, for something bad. He's sending them to stop people from sitting like. And
they're not really doing anything. They're just patrolling, right?
Yeah, they're just walking around, making sure shit's good. They're cleaning up, trying to get the homeless off the street. Like if you own a business, and you're there, and
People don't want to step over homeless people to go into your store. They might as well just walk past.
Yeah. So and then it's like you get these people on here now. If they were like telling you can't come out after 1 o'clock and and that kind of shit, then we start to get to dictator
martial law,
which was happening in the last with the last people in office. So that was going to happen regardless, and that could happen anytime. Just saying that could happen. And I'm not hating on any race or hating on any religion or hating on Republican or Democrat. All I'm saying is, if I'm down here in Miami, which we got problems too, not in South Miami, it's beautiful, Pinecrest, Palmetto Bay, when you get to certain parts of Florida, down South Florida, we have shootings. Yeah. We have Miami Gardens is cleaned up nice, but we had a lot of problems.
Jacksonville, very violent.
You got problems. Mm-hmm. If they had that in my city, I'd say send them to my city. I want them here because I want my wife to go to drop the kids off at school, feeling good. When I see security guards at schools, you're like, why do you like security? Is there something bad here? But then you're like, I'm glad they're there.
Yeah.
Because I know that my kids can go to them. I think it's a good thing. Yeah. I don't know why they're taking it as the wrong way, but obviously he's not sending them there because shit's good.
Yeah.
Like
it has to start somewhere too. Like there's too many cities that are just, part of my language, they're shitty. Like St. Louis, Chicago, Baltimore, Philly. There's a lot of violence everywhere. Like we got to start somewhere because this is getting out of hand.
And it's not just it's not just DC. I'm not hating on DC.
Yeah.
I'm like,
there's a lot of cities. Detroit.
Let's clean it up.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
Let's clean it up.
Baltimore looks horrible.
Let's clean it up. Take a look at this message here.
DC is now under military occupation, with Trump saying he's coming for Chicago and New York next, which has prompted many Americans to say these are the moves of a dictator. Now, as far as what we're seeing, he's activated 800 National Guard soldiers to occupy DC. He's also taken control over the DC Metropolitan Police. You've got Trump saying that he'll be targeting homeless people and what he called bloodthirsty criminals. Trump also saying if you do so much as touch or even think about destroying a statue or monument in Washington, D.C., you go to jail for 10 years. With many saying this is the first time a U.S. president has advocated for jailing Americans for simply thinking and having thoughts. You also had Trump saying that DC is like Baghdad, but also keep in mind crime's actually down in DC. In fact, not only has it been down for 2 years, crime's been going down across the United States for 2 years now. I mean, arguably, if crime increased in DC in 2025, it would be because he moved there. And as far as what we're seeing now, you have many saying, just like he did in Los Angeles, you have Trump creating a fake crisis, and now he's seeking to solve his fake crisis.
I'm just confused. I'm confused by the simple fact that when he's trying to offer help to their city, it's like they're not raiding people's houses for anything bad. They're stopping violence from happening, and these people are mad about it. I don't know. I'll move on to the next topic, V, but I'll be honest. I don't really understand that way of thinking. I don't understand why they would want to do that, but we're going to move on to the next topic. Russia-Ukraine war. Now, Trump said now he's having a serious meeting. Okay, I'm going to show that in a second. He's having a meeting with, in fact, with Ukraine, with Zelensky, and also with Putin. And I'm going to show those clips right now. This is important to watch. I think this is super important. Actually, before I do that, hold on a second. Before I do that, let me show the clip that actually Trump was speaking about D.C. I didn't show the clip what he had to say about it. Let me show that first.
Other cities are hopefully watching this. They're all watching, just like everyone's watching here. And maybe they'll clean up, and maybe they'll do this and get rid of the cashless bail thing and all of the things that caused the problem. And we're going to have the same thing here. But then I'm going to look at New York in a little while. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Let's see. It's going to go pretty quickly. And if we need to, we're going to do the same thing in Chicago, which is a disaster. We have a mayor there who's totally incompetent. He's an incompetent man. And we have an incompetent governor there. Pritzker's an incompetent. His family threw him out of the business, and he ran for governor. And now I understand he wants to be president. But I noticed he lost a little weight, so maybe he has a chance. You never know what happens. But when I look at Chicago and I look at L.A., hopefully L.A.'s watching.
So he's making a point to say we're cleaning up your cities. I don't think that's a bad thing. He's not saying, hey, we're kicking out black people. He's saying we're going to come in there and there's shit going on. We're going to clean it up. He's not coming down threatening people. You're doing this, we're going to clean it up. It's not right. It's against the law. It's not right. It's bad. There's shootings, killings. We're going to clean it. The violence, I don't see anything wrong with that. I give my opinion, and I don't care what Republican, Democrat. I love everybody, but I don't see why that makes any sense, why people are mad about that. So we're going to move on to this piece of the pie here, and let's show some of these clips. So Trump now is going to meet with Zelensky and also meet with Putin. He's going to meet with Putin first. Putin actually wanted to schedule the meeting. So we're going to talk about that right now, live in the building. If you're watching in the building right now, we're going to show you right now what's actually going on. Let's take a look at this right now. Trump dropped major news on Russia and Ukraine. Let's take a look.
President Bush, they took a lot of territory. Under President Obama, they took a lot of territory. Under Biden, they essentially took the whole thing. You know, it's just a question of time. Under Trump, you know what they took? Nothing. I was not a friend of Russia, but I got along well with Putin. It's always good to get along with other countries if possible, but that doesn't mean you roll over like Biden. Then they say Trump wasn't tough on Russia. I wasn't tough. I was as tough as Putin said. If you're not tough, I would hate like hell to see you. I stopped the biggest economic development job, the biggest job that Russia had ever built. I stopped it. It was dead. This is really a feel-out meeting, a little bit. And President Putin invited me to get involved. He wants to get involved. I believe he wants to get it over with. Now, I've said that a few times, and I've been disappointed because I'd have like a great call with him, and then missiles would be lobbed into Kiev or some other place, and you'd have 60 people laying on a road dying. I said, that's cold. But it's a violent war. 5,000 to 7,000 people a week are dying. And the death is incredible. It's the worst thing that's happened, by far the worst that's happened since World War II. So I'm going in to speak to Vladimir Putin. And I'm going to be telling him, you got to end this war. You got to end it. And he wasn't going to mess with me. This could end up in a third world war. This could have been a third world war. I don't think that's going to happen now. But I thought it was very respectful that the president of Russia is coming to our country as opposed to us going to his country or even a third party place. But I think we'll have constructive conversations. Then after that meeting, immediately, maybe as I'm flying out, maybe as I'm leaving the room, I'll be calling the European leaders who I get along with very well. And, I have a great relationship, I think, with all of them. And I get along with Zelensky, but, I disagree with what he's done. Very, very severely disagree. This is a war that should have never happened, wouldn't have happened. But I'll be speaking to Zelensky. The next meeting will be with Zelensky and Putin, or Zelensky and Putin and me. I'll be there if they need, but I want to have a meeting set up between the two leaders. I was a little bothered by the fact that Zelensky was saying, well, I have to get constitutional approval. I mean, he's got approval to go into war and kill everybody, but he needs approval to do a land swap because there'll be some land swapping going on. I know that through Russia and through conversations with everybody to the good, for the good of Ukraine. Good stuff, not bad stuff. Also, some bad stuff for both. So there's good and there's bad. But it's very complex because you have lines that are very uneven, and there'll be some swapping, there'll be some changes in land, and the word that they will use is, they make changes. We're going to change the lines, the battle lines. Russia's occupied a big portion of Ukraine. They've occupied some very prime territory. We're going to try and get some of that territory back for Ukraine. But they've taken some very prime territory. They've taken largely ocean, in real estate we call it oceanfront property. That's always the most valuable property. So I'm going to go and see the parameters. Now, I may leave and say, good luck, and that'll be the end. I may say this is not going to be settled. I mean, there are those that believe that Putin wanted all of Ukraine. I happen to be one of them, by the way. I think if it weren't for me, he would not be even talking to anybody else right now. But I'm going to meet with him. We're going to see what the parameters are. I'm then going to call up President Zelensky and the European leaders right after the meeting, yeah. And I'm going to tell them what kind of a deal. I'm not going to make a deal. It's not up to me to make a deal. I think a deal should be made for both. I think Russia has to get back into building their country. It's a massive country. It doesn't help when the President of the United States tells their largest or second largest oil buyer that we're putting a 50% tariff on you if you buy oil from Russia.
So, when I take a look at that, I appreciate people watching that because that clip was a little more interesting than a lot of people would imagine. Because the reality is we do have people over there dying every single day. Russia, Ukraine, it's bad. I mean, we're over here. Thank God we're in America. We got a beautiful country. And the sad part for them is it's almost become like a way of life in Russia, Ukraine, just like people dying every day. You keep talking about shooting. Just like when there was a first school shooting, like people had talked about. It was like, whoa. Like people were like, holy shit, you talk about it for months. Now it's like there's one every so few months.
Yeah.
Or a shooting or killing. Or
a mass shooting. It don't necessarily be school, but
yeah, anywhere.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Parking lot, shopping centers, people kidnapped. We got a lot of shit going on. And so what I'm saying is this is important to talk about. And Trump's like, he's going to meet with Russia. He's going to meet with Ukraine and say, look, Zelensky, Putin say, look, what are we doing here? Got to figure out something. And he ran on that. Now, in the chat, I'm not saying that he's doing everything the exact way that you would do it or I would do it. Or did he say he wasn't as tough on them or he was or not? I'm not going down that road. I try to be as unbiased as possible. But I will say, at least he's calling them, hey, what are we doing? Let's stop the war. Like, hey, give a little bit, get a little bit, give a little bit.
He's telling Russia, he's like, if you don't call for peace, then I'm going to put tariffs on you.
Yeah.
And he's telling Ukraine like, hey, you need to. But he is telling Ukraine like, hey, you need to give some of that territory up.
Yeah,
and they're like, nah, we're not doing that.
They're like,
that's why we're in the conflict to begin with.
place.
We just lost a lot of people. We're not just going to give up some territory.
Fighting over that.
Yeah, and we just lost all these people.
Yeah, and
like they didn't die in vain.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They did that for them, and they're like, wait a second, we're not going to give that up.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like it gets to the point where people really have to start thinking like in general, it's about those kids out there. I call them kids, and a lot of them go to the military, 18 years old, whatever, 18, 19, 20, and they're young. They're in the military. They're fighting for their land. Don't even understand their land yet. Don't even understand the territory really yet. They're taught about it. They're in Russia. They got soldiers out there. There was a video that you had showed me how there was like a stabbing going on. There was like a violent craziness.
It was a hand-to-hand combat, and the guy ended up stabbing him.
Hand-to-hand combat. And you're like, okay, what's going on here? So he announces that he wants to make sure he's having this meeting, and hopefully, he talks to Putin, and Putin says, look, I want a little piece of land here. You know what I'm saying? He wants to take a piece of that backyard. It might be better off saying, you know what? Take a small piece of that backyard. Let's end this right now. Because there's reasons behind it. I'm not saying that Putin's right, but there's got to be reasons behind why. I talk to some Russian people, and they'll say, look, I don't like Putin, but he's right. They're like, this has happened. I don't know the whole history, of Russia and all.
Yeah.
So
because a lot of times it's just that they feel like this land was originally ours. Like
right.
In a lot of places, it's like that. All over around the world, except for like America, really. Like there's a lot of conflicts over land disputes because
all the time.
Yeah.
We got people in California saying that's their land.
Yeah.
Mexicans say this is our land. I'm like, whoa, really? I didn't know that.
It kind of was. Yeah.
Going back in time, like,
in Texas,
all right.
Parts of Texas, I guess.
Was it yours? Was it ours? They're fighting, they're trying to get it back. Trump's like, you're not coming in here, but it's mine. I'm just saying. Yeah. Gets a little weird. Move on to the next.
Now.
Move on to the next. It's ours now. Move on to the next piece of the pie here. Alligator Alcatraz. We got to talk about this because today and even yesterday and, probably they got people out there recording companies coming in, delivering goods to Alligator Alcatraz, and people are going, don't buy from them. They're delivering to Alcatraz. Did you see that? They got, there's a lady out there standing there recording trucks coming in and then posting them online saying, these people are supporting Alligator Alcatraz. Like trying to get people, don't buy from them. Don't buy from them. They're doing this XYZ. People in the chat right now watching live in the freaking building.
Wait, don't buy from who?
Like so there's a lady out there right now with her phone, right? And she's recording people when they're coming in with trucks. She's recording and then posting that video being like, don't buy from this company. They're supporting Alligator Alcatraz. And just hitting blackmail basically, right? And she's doing that. And so she's doing it for weeks. And I said, holy shit, I'm in the shipping business. Hopefully we're not delivering no goods there. Like, have your company out there delivering Alcatraz. I don't want to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether you agree with it or not, I'm not trying to be in the position where you're all over the media trying to get. They say no. I guess there's there's no bad media attention. That's what I keep hearing. Good and bad media. You're in media. It's good media. And unless you did something wrong. But like if it's like, hey, you're out there and about, it's good for your business. I don't really want my trucks pulling in. Here goes Brendan. I'll get Alcatraz. Yeah. It doesn't really work long term.
Yeah. Next thing you know, they're in front of your shipping yard with picket signs.
Yes. Boycotting exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All of a sudden, we go outside and they're going, "Don't buy here."
Yeah.
Don't. People are like, "What's going on there?"
Throwing
Like,
bricks into your house. And
yeah,
shit.
we can't go down that road. So, you know, and I got the video clip that I show and it explains it. I got the clip on here. I could pull that up right now and just shows what it's like. Alligator Alcatraz. I had the clip, and it's interesting. I show this clip all the time when we talk about it, but this is reality. This is happening, people.
Why are these AI alligators wearing ice hats? Trump attended the opening of Alligator Alcatraz, a new migrant detention center in Florida, on Tuesday afternoon. The facility sits on a subtropical wetland in the Everglades, teeming with alligators, crocodiles, and pythons to deter detainees from trying to escape.
It is isolated and surrounded by dangerous wildlife and unforgiving terrain.
Alligator Alcatraz will cost an estimated $450 million annually and could house around 5,000 people.
We have a lot of bodyguards and a lot of cops that are in the form of alligators. You don't have to pay them so much.
Though immigration advocates and indigenous groups have opposed the facility, many Florida Republicans have embraced it, and the state GOP is even selling merch.
Now, I was talking about that, like the merch part, V. Like selling the merch is kind of. I mean, if you walk around, first off, you got to be a brave person. Walk around with that. Walk around where there's a lot of illegals. You know what I'm saying? Walk around like, hey, we support ICE, or we support ICE, or. First off, those illegals probably going to run for the hills, a lot of them, truthfully. They're not really trying to hang out with you if you support ICE. But, like, if it's like Alligator Alcatraz, you got a gator on the back, like, you know what I mean? That's kind of tough to, you know what I mean? That's tough to swallow right now. If they sent me a gator for the desk, I don't really know if that's a good thing to be blasted on here. Ozzy Cosby in the building. How the hell you feeling? People on this show, if you're in the show right now watching live, we greatly appreciate you. We try to be as unbiased humanly possible. I love and appreciate all the messages coming in. Behavior Bender, how you feeling? Big Bill, Dee in the chat, Nathan, Pimple Mama Candy, all you people that are right now. Sean in the chat right now. Where's King? I seen King in the building. King said he didn't agree with something. I got to go back and read it. Lou Becker, people in the chat right now, drop your messages because I'm going to read them right now. And yes, this week, we're closing in on our second final week. I think it was our full second week here. This is in the studio. And then we only got like 2 weeks left. We're into our new studio right across the hall, all glass back. You guys are going to love that shit. You guys be part of what we do. We got giveaways. We got new sponsors. We got an alcohol sponsor. We got clothing sponsors coming to the building right now. We got some amazing giveaways coming for you too. I got to make sure I say that because you guys, without you, there is no freaking show. Be like, without these people in the building right now, there is no show. I'm going to go back right here to end the show today on our major topic, what we were talking about. We're going to end it. We started it with it. We're going to end it with it. We're going to close out with Section 8 real quick. So people that are coming in right now for the first time, we appreciate you. Put first time in the chat. If you subscribe today, let us know. Dustin Warren, how you feeling? Zach Scott, we appreciate your messages. Did you subscribe today? Let me know in the building right now. Jeffrey Block, if you subscribe today, let me know. If it's your first time watching, let me know. We got gifts we want to give out. People in the building. What we got? We got 220 likes in the chat. Hold up. I said if we got that in a time limit, I was giving out money, but even if we just hit it, I would give memberships. Roger did that today.
Yeah.
Bless him for doing that. Now we're doing it right now. We're going to give out some memberships right now. Bang, in the building right now. If you want to be a member, let us know in the chat right now. Here they come. People in the building right now. Join the Mason Mob. Gino P. Will I Am. There we go. La la, how you feeling? The Bully, how you feeling? We love and appreciate you. Rich G. Here we go. Whitney Oliver, welcome to the show. Become in the Mason Mob. Listen, if you want to be in the Mason Mob, it's $1 a month. If you want to join the show, be part of what we do, and you can call in live to the show, I need to make sure, by the way, whoever's in the Mason Mob will be able to call in live to the show. That's what I want to start doing. Any day, we're going to open the phone lines up, probably the last few minutes of the show. Call in, let's talk live, or even